This is Hannibal from the HannibalTV.com. I listened to the Triple H NXT TakeOver media call today and also did some more research about NXT. I guess their TakeOver show is not selling too great. It's not going to be set up for the full arena at the Scotiabank Arena in Toronto on Saturday night. And tickets are starting at only $8, which is even cheaper than Great North Wrestling tickets are at $15, which, by the way, if you're in the Toronto area, the Great North Wrestling event Saturday night in Petawawa, the same night as NXT, is only about 3.5 hours drive from Toronto. It'll be a way better event with Teddy Hart, Harry the British Bulldog Smith, myself, Wes Briscoe, Rene Dupree, as well as Max Testosterone and Lady Yasmin, who are coincidentally attending a 3-day WWE NXT tryout right now in this very arena. From my understanding, they are holding an NXT tryout for Canadians prior to their takeover, which has brought up a lot of talk that NXT might start a Canadian brand. Their UK brand for the house shows and the NXT US brand for a lot of their house shows, from the results I've seen, are not drawing huge numbers, many times under 300 from the results I've seen. So WWE does have a lot of money to throw around. They're making huge money off of TV rights right now. So if they start a NXT Canada brand, I guess it will just be strictly for the purposes of developing talent and not to actually make money. They did do some NXT house shows in Canada in the past, but they haven't happened on a regular basis and they've been few and far between. So I can't imagine those events would have been that profitable. If the Canadian house shows had been profitable, you'd think they would have come back to do more in those same venues, which to my knowledge, I don't believe they have. Other notes that I picked up from this NXT call, Triple H said that the potential show that would, there's talk of it anyways, going head to head with All Elite Wrestling's Wednesday night show, the NXT show that would potentially happen on FS1 starting this fall, has been discussed for a long time, and he's denying that it has anything to do with counter programming to AEW's Wednesday night show. Although I find that hard to believe. That's just a coincidence that they've been developing a new NXT show that's likely going to go head to head with the AEW show that has just been announced in recent months. So we're going to see what happens with that. According to Dave Meltzer, if there is an NXT show going live head-to-head with All Elite Wrestling, they would likely boost it up with some bigger stars so it can pull a rating. With that being said, SummerSlam this Sunday isn't quite sold out yet. There's been some reports saying it is, but if you go on the ticketing website, it does show that there is seats available starting at $60 for whatever that's worth. That leads me to believe you can still buy tickets. Even with WWE bringing people like Goldberg back, and Undertaker was initially advertised in the local markets, according to reports, even though it's now unknown if the Undertaker is actually going to show up. The Raw is not sold out. Tickets for the Raw start at just $11. And tickets for the SmackDown start at $9 the next night, and the SmackDown isn't sold out either. So we'll see what happens when the fall comes. Triple H did mention he's already really stretched out with his WWE duties, and if there is a third TV taping a week, it's unknown if all the major executives are going to be there, because the tapings would in theory be Monday, Wednesday, and Friday nights for the respective Raw, SmackDown, and NXT tapings. They wouldn't be in a row, so that's a lot of flying around and a lot of time consumption for the executives. And you have to take into account that Vince McMahon will also be busy with the XFL starting pretty soon, and Triple H also has talent relations duties. He's head of talent relations in WWE, so he's a very busy guy. That's a job in itself. Subscribe to the Hannibal TV on YouTube. I will have a lot more news coming for you later today.
Thank you for watching the Hannibal TV. Please like this video if you enjoyed it and click the subscribe button to not miss any of our latest shoot interviews, match videos, or news updates. Support us on patreon.com for $1.99 a month to watch our full shoot interviews ad-free and help our channel grow. Follow us on Twitter at the Hannibal TV for instant updates.